Okay, I'd like us perhaps to spend, if you can, with the people on your table or on the next table, right? Bearing in mind social distancing, right? Don't get too close. Discuss number 2, not the first one, but the second one there. Could you maybe spend 10 minutes, right? Look at the measures that we have in Singapore right now, right? Identify among those measures that aim to help caregivers, whether financially or otherwise, right? See which of these actually address those gaps. You have my slides, gaps 1 and gaps 2, those 2 slides, right? And then after, say, about 10 minutes, let's just have every table or every 2 tables kind of share those. Then we can kind of narrow down to see which are the gaps that are yet to be kind of addressed. So number 2, the second question then, identify measures, current measures that address gaps that have been already reported in the survey on informal care. Okay, perhaps you don't know where to find these. You can jump to my slide. There is a slide where I show the what is that here? This one. www.moh.gov.sg/caregiver support. Right. So this seems to be the current what do you call that? Slew of measures, right? That is implemented. Of course, these are current. Doesn't mean that in the past there weren't, but somehow they are now kind of. If you want, you can refer to this. Right. Of course, it is not. This is not complete. These are kind of the top level ones. The new ones are especially highlighted there. If you can try to identify as many as you can of these measures that have addressed those gaps. Right. So you want me to keep my screen on this? Okay, yeah. Then you can read your own PowerPoint slide on the gaps first and gaps second slide. Maybe about 10. All right. Okay, so who wants to go first? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tables. Just 1 point. Just share 1 measure. We can go round robin. If you know, finish 1 round. Everybody. Yeah, 1 measure that address 1 gap. That's it.
Yeah. Okay, right. I think for those working and younger caregivers, right now, for the caregiver respite services, we have senior care centers that act as a respite for the caregivers, especially for those who are working. And
so what gap does it address? What gap?
What gap?
Yeah. So in the earlier slide, Singapore survey on informal caregiving, there were several gaps, right? Caregivers were mainly women, and depression and stress due to so many different reasons. So which gap do you think it addressed? Or which gaps do you think?
The caregiver depression and stress.
Okay, but so many under that.
As a result, because they are working, they are younger,
okay.
And also those spouse caregivers, they usually have more depression and stress, especially when they care for dementia clients, dementia spouses.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Next. Please go ahead.
So we realized there's this home caregiving grant, $200 per month.
Oh yeah,
the
new one.
The FGW grant, right?
Yes.
So we think that will address the gap of absence of FGW, because you can use this amount beyond just hiring a FGW and use it for other home care services.
Can I understand a little bit more from both of you? You said address the absence of FDW.
Yeah.
So are you thinking more like without this $200 cash payout, maybe the family may not be able to employ a foreign domestic?
Because some family may not wish to get
fork out so much money.
Yeah. Okay. Get the FDW.
I see due to financial. Yeah. Okay. So 200. Usually, okay. Yeah. Agree. FDW salary is 600, 5, 6, 7. 6. Yeah. I mean, there's a standard market of 600, but then they can vary.
So these 200 can be used for maybe other kind of support services.
That's right. Anything? Yeah. Thank you. Other people? Yeah. Go ahead.
So for these working adults, right, who take care of these the elderly, they got this work-life grant for flexible work arrangements.
Right.
So I mean, like lunchtime when elderly, they need food, at least the working caregiver can come back during lunchtime.
That's right. If the locale are next to or near to each other, that's right. Yeah. Thank you.
In terms of the workplace support, I feel that maybe organization doesn't give much attention to the caregivers. For example, most of our organization probably around 6 to, I don't know, less than 10 days of family care leave, right? So in a way, if your elderly parents, those that get regular admission to the acute care hospital, I think your leave will probably be used up in less than half a year. Yeah.
Right. Those frequent flyers. But I didn't quite catch which measure address which gap. So you said workplace support, right? You said this one, right?
Yes.
Which gap that we discussed earlier did any of these address? So, for instance, the group at the back mentioned life grant. So, which one do you think it addressed?
I think maybe flexible working hour to a certain extent does help to address this gap.
Okay.
But whether it's sufficient or the organization are offering it, is another question.
Okay.
Yeah.
I catch. And okay, the two ladies at the back.
For myself, I think because there's a gap of like under 50% of helpers, FTWs, I do not have an experience of formal training caregiving for elderly. Then I think the part where there is actually a caregiver grant for training would really help. Because I think if let's say this caregivers training, right, for caregivers itself would basically help to actually reduce the stress that caregivers will face, because it trains them to teach, trains them to take care for their parent, for example. Okay, and then even with that training, they can also impart that knowledge to the FTWs also, and then that will make two trained, at least two person that knows how to take care of someone in the family. If that's the case, I think that will cover the gap of the lack of experience.
Indeed, that's a very good point and a very good elaboration on what we call the potential multiplier effect of caregiver training. So caregiver training could actually first help provide informal caregiver with skills, right? I'll say wound care, those things. So hopefully with those practical skills, the caregiver will feel less stress or less burden, because now he feels more confident. I can. And thereafter, she has rightly said, he or she who is more proficient can share that skill with somebody else in the household who may be a secondary care. Right? It could be an FDW, it could be a sibling or somebody else, right? A friend or relative that might help. I may just add one more thing, that among the various caregiver training provided in Singapore today, we have this thing called caregiver psychosocial training that directly addresses the stress of the caregiver by teaching the caregiver knowledge and skills on how to address his or her own stress. Caregiver self-care, right? It's essentially what is also currently available, though not many people either believe they need it or they know or know that such training is available. And such training also have the multiplier effect, possibly, that the caregiver who learns how to manage burdens and stress could in fact help the senior, the frail person, right, the care recipient, right, manage his or hers as well. Okay, just go back to the slide on gaps. Before we move on to the next section, gaps slide. Just like to make a quick note here from what we know in Singapore. Many of those measures that you see there, of course, I will say now are based on observation. There isn't data, empirical data collected to do kind of one-to-one match between measure and gap, measure and gap. That would be, I would say, kind of a policy kind of research that hasn't yet been done, or at least that I do not know of. Right? But it does seem to me that if you look at that list, the second last there, the presence of memory and behavior problems, really seems to be a teething problem. That among the various kind of incentives, or whether financial or otherwise, or service that we provide or enhancement, it seems to, we just find very hard somehow to either train people on this, or if we have trained them on this, to actually upscale our training so more people could benefit. More people could benefit on this. And this is especially relevant for dementia, right? The case of dementia, right? It's always memory and behavior problems, right? Right? Understanding dementia, dealing with dementia, coping with dementia-related losses, right? And so on and so forth. So that seems to be one. I think we have done quite well the last one, the absence of FDW in the last 10 years. In fact, the $200 that you mentioned is not the only, it's not the first, it's part of a slew of FDW-related grants, right? Right? Over the last 10 years, since this survey on informal caregiving has been published, has been conducted, right? Let me see what are some of the other things there. The other one, low self-esteem. Now that to me is kind of 50-50, right? Yeah, depend on how a caregiver perceives or self-perceives his role to be, right? That kind of is 50-50. Those who find low self-esteem feel guilty, feel shameful because I can't take care of my father, I can't take care of my mother, I'm no good, I'm useless, I'm good for nothing, I'm such a failure, right? Those kind of people with those kind of thoughts, yeah, may tend to go into caregiver depression, right? And we still, I think today, that small half or less percentage, we might still not be able to get them, like access them, get access or identify them in the early stage so that we deal with them before their low self-esteem become even lower. That's just to share my thoughts there. What else do we have? Okay, I think we covered most of that. Okay,